Welcome back to HB Unfiltered Sports Talk. Stiffy B.
Let's just finish up this NFL draft debacle.
Yes,
with Atlanta.
I cannot get off how bad of a fuck up this was at the 8th spot. You should have taken Jared Verse, who's going to be an All-Pro. The Rams just stole this guy. I just don't.
You know who also got stolen?
Who?
The receiver from Texas to Kansas City.
You know what? I think you normally. Why are the Bills trading with the Chiefs who keep knocking you out of the playoffs, right? Yep. I don't get that. But I like this. Xavier Worthy is not a great receiver. Yes, he runs a 4.2. That's it. This guy drops balls. Who dropped more balls in the NFL? The Kansas City Chiefs. I know they still won the Super Bowl. I don't know how you win the Super Bowl with your receivers dropping passes.
Well, they both suck.
But Xavier Worthy weighs 165 pounds. So what if he runs a 4.2? His hands aren't the greatest. I think this is a terrible pick.
Wow.
So
I disagree.
Watch Buffalo play the Chiefs in the AFC Championship next year, and it's going to come down to Xavier Worthy's going to drop the ball, and the Bills are going to move on. So it was a genius move by them moving.
They got Kelsey. They got Worthy that stretches the field. They got Rashid Rice that is going.
That's why they traded up and took Worthy, because Rashid Rice is probably going to jail.
No. He's going 119 miles an hour.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Not when you kill somebody.
On the football field.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's what they're replacing. I got Xavier. By the way, two receivers named Xavier got drafted. There's another Carolina traded up to take Xavier Legette out of South Carolina. Dude, these are terrible picks. Cooper DeJean or DeJean, whatever.
That guy from Florida?
The guy from Iowa. No, the cornerback from Iowa. He is a absolute stud. Wait till you see this guy's tape. This guy recognizes he's a ball hawk. He knows exactly. Thank God he went to the Hawkeyes, right? He is a ball hawk. Soon as that ball's in the air, this guy is making an adjustment before the receiver makes the adjustment to catch the ball. I'm telling you, right now, the Buffalo Bills have had a whole night to think about it. They traded down. They have the first pick. They better take Cooper DeJean because they need a cornerback, and he's available. This is where you get an A+ as a GM. You fulfill a need. You get a guy that should have went about 14 or 19, and now you're getting him in the second round, and you're paying him second-round money, not first-round money.
I couldn't believe the edge rusher from from Alabama went as late as he did.
Oh, are you talking about Dallas Turner?
Yes, Turner.
So Dallas Turner, I'm glad you brought that up. The Vikings, they traded so much to move up to get this guy. I know he's going to be good, but he needs to be like a 15-year Pro Bowler for this to work out with how much they gave up just to move up a couple spots to get him. There's other guys the guy from Missouri is a great Darius Robinson.
Yep.
He's a great edge rusher. Like they could have got something at 23, but you moved up. What is that? 6 spots to 17 to get Dallas Turner? Dude, they traded away the 4th and 5th round to the Jets just to move up one spot to get J.J. McCarthy. By the way, I think he's Zach Wilson 2.0. I think he's going to be a total bust. He had a great offensive line at Michigan, great defense, and great running backs. Yes, when you run the ball, you know how good play action works when you're able to run the ball and pick up 7 yards.
When you're running the ball 40 to 50 times a game, and you got a defense as stout as Michigan was, I agree with you 1,000%. That being said, I also love the fact that Harbaugh was playing chess when everybody else was playing checkers, and he's like, McCarthy's an amazing quarterback. Maybe we're going to trade Herbert, which he had no desire.
Well, okay, so
the whole reason he took the job was because Herbert was a quarterback.
Yeah. So, but I could see the talk about getting out of that contract. The GM, who's now on the Raiders, totally fucked the Chargers by putting all these guys in high-priced contracts. If they were to trade Herbert to the Vikings and take J.J. McCarthy and put him with Harbaugh, start all over, get multiple draft picks for the future, I could see that because the Chargers. You're not going to win with just Herbert with everything that you lost last year. You didn't even win with teams that you should have won, right? We all agree the Chargers should have won more games. Bad coaching, Staley or whatever, that cocksucker. But you need a standpoint, and you if you trade Herbert, it was going to be a $64 million hit to them on by trading him, and I don't get that. I don't know why they would. If you trade a quarterback, they should pay it.
Here's my issue with the quarterback. the elite quarterbacks like the Herberts, the Mahomes, the guys that are getting paid.
Yes.
Look at what just happened in the first round.
I know. Every quarterback got picked.
They're literally trying to hit the home run, as they say in gambling.
Dude, Penix, 6 years removed.
I'm just saying, like, when you get the Herbert or the Mahomes or the Josh Allen,
you keep them and you build around them. Yes.
Now, if those guys were smart and they actually gave a shit about winning a championship, they would do what Tom Brady did and take $20 million and understand that I've got my Subway contract,
Mahomes
my Pepsi contract, you know, all these other endorsement deals to compensate for the lack of making $50 million a year.
I do.
These young kids don't get it.
I wish I could disagree with you and have some banter, some back and forth. But you're fucking absolutely right. You got to build around a good quarterback once you get him. That's why these teams are panicking, like the Broncos, the Falcons, the Vikings. They're moving up. They're taking quarterbacks that are probably going to be a bust. They're giving They're giving away their future and hoping that they get a Mahomes, a Josh Allen, a Herbert.
I watched the draft last night, and I enjoyed every single second of them showing how much Chicago is fucked up on their drafting of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
How much the Washington Redskins have fucked up on drafting quarterbacks.
Yes.
How much? I mean, every single team. It was like it wasn't even 5. It was like 6 or 7.
It's unbelievable. Washington's drafted 10 guys that have all failed. They just cannot hit a home run, and I think they made a mistake again. I don't know if Jaden Daniels.
I totally agree with you.
I don't know if Jaden Daniels is the real deal, but I think Drake May is another Herbert. I think Drake May is going to be a great player, and he's young. Caleb Williams is young. Drake May is young. These guys have full potential. Why are people taking Bo Nix? These guys are Val Kilmer. What was it? The guy that just drove around in a golf cart in the movie?
Gary Busey?
No, was it Ryan Reynolds? Who was it? Who put Val Kilmer? Or
I don't know what movie.
Van Wilder.
Oh, Van
Wilder.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Van Wilder just driving
around. He was
in
college for 8 years.
Bo Nix played 4 years at Auburn, then 4 years at Oregon. Penix 4 years at Indiana, now 4 years at Washington. Seems like you're taking these old quarterbacks, you're panicking in hopes that you're going to turn around. Dude, they're
literally trying.
They've ruined their teams.
So if you get a 22-year-old quarterback, you have the ability to make them grow for 3 years,
and build
learn the pro system. A lot of these guys, like, I'm not saying Daniels is bad, because I think he's legit, but look at where his receivers went. It's like Jamarcus Russell 2.0 because his receivers also went in the top 15 rounds or 15 picks. I'm sorry.
Jamarcus Russell,
but
you
know what I'm saying? Like, like that guy had receivers that were amazing.
Yeah. Oh man, there's so when the Vegas took Brock Bowers, he was obviously the best player. It reminded me Mark Davis was probably looking at his dad's picture, Al Davis on the board, going, "I'm going to do this for you, Dad. We don't need another tight end. We took a tight end last year in the first round, but let's do it again. He's the best player on the board, and I'm going to do it." But I like it. You're going to have Aiden O'Connell. And now they got 2 tight ends set. The Raiders are looking okay with 2 tight ends. Yeah. Brock Bowers is a stud, but we can go on and on about teams that did great, teams that did shitty.
We'll recap this next week, but let's transition into baseball real quick. We'll take a couple 5 minutes and talk about this real quick.
Yeah, I think we got less than that. Hurry up. We got Cubs at Red Sox.
We got plenty of time.
We got Cubs at Red Sox. We got Dodgers at Blue Jays. Interleague. I love it.
We've been crushing. We've been absolutely crushing this weekend.
Yeah.
I love Texas versus Cincinnati. They're at home. They have not been playing good baseball. However, the pitching matchups are in their favor, so I do like them.
Okay.
I like Houston versus Colorado, but this entire series is in Mexico City, so I figured like Houston would have a little bit more fan base than Colorado would.
I didn't even know that. They're playing at that elevation level.
Yeah, so
Balls
I
are
like
going to be flying out. Take the over.
Take the over.
Take the over.
Yes, I love that.
The ball's going to be flying.
The interesting one for me is the New York Yankees against the Milwaukee Brewers. They're at Milwaukee.
Take Milwaukee.
Yankees are on fire. Milwaukee's playing good baseball as well.
The Yankees lost 2 to the A's out of 4 games at home. I don't think they're on fire. I think the Yankees are so overrated because of that power lineup of power hitters.
And then you got to pick on the Chicago White Sox. So take Tampa Bay this weekend.
Brewers.
I cannot bet on Cleveland sports, even though I like Cleveland at Atlanta. I like Atlanta.
The Indians, not the Guardians.
I'm not allowed to
Indians.
take the Indians or bet against them at all. And I absolutely love the Arizona at Seattle Mariners over. I'm going to take it. I took it tonight. I'm taking it tomorrow. I'm taking it the next day.
Galen's going to win today. Arizona's going to beat the Mariners.
Last but not least, did you hear that Caitlin Clark got offered $15 million to play in the Big Three by Ice Cube? He upped it.
Dude, she has to do it. It went from $5 million to 15. Dude,
and she gets a percentage of a team. She gets merchandise. She gets all these other.
Dude, she just broke. By the way, Caitlin Clark just broke a record selling women's jerseys, like the Indiana Fever number 22, just sold out off the board. Well, that just got broken by Caleb Williams. And he changed his number. He gave up 13 to Keenan Allen. What a nice move already off the bat for Caleb. He gave 13 up, the number he wanted, to Keenan Allen, who's always worn 13. So he'll be wearing 18. It's already sold more than Caitlin Clark's 22.
And Caitlin Clark beat 4 years of jersey sales of Dak Prescott.
Oh, Dak Prescott. Hey, enjoy it, Cowboys. Dak Prescott's your quarterback for just one more year, and then you're going to Trey Lance. They're not paying him. They're not paying Dak Prescott.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. There's so much I need to talk about this draft. We need to come back one more time. We're going to end this session.
We'll do it when it's done.
Yeah. All right.
Like and subscribe. Make some money this weekend.
Like and subscribe.
Cheers.
Bye, man.